Hey, welcome back. Hope everybody is having a great Monday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today, guys, I thought it'd be kind of fun to talk and discuss. Thanks to Toy Habits right here. Okay, I want to give them full credit. This is their story here. All right, I will leave a link in the description below if you wish to read about this, right? About this filmation attack track that a great design, custom design, created. And today on the channel, we'll talk about all things Attack Track, whether we're looking at the cartoon collection version, or the filmation version, or the original variant, or the 81 version back in the day. It's all about the Attack Track. All right. Now, of course, if you are new to my channel or first time watching, I hope you will subscribe afterwards. I hope you'll hit that like button, and thank you so much for doing that. Hit that notification bell when I upload new videos, and please share this video. Who has a passion and love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. Without further ado, let's talk about the Attack Track right here. And of course, as you know, the Attack Track years ago, right here, the filmation version, which this designer has done an amazing job here, incredible job here. And as you know, a couple years back, the Attack Track, the filmation version of the Attack Track, what we're seeing here in this similar form here, was a final candidate for a 4-vehicle playset set. And of course, the Attack Track did not win. Of course, as you know, if you've been watching my channel, the Attack Track was my pick as the #1 vehicle slash playset on that list. As you know, the Snake Lair did win overall, which is fine. But I do hope at some point we will get a cartoon, even the vintage version of the Attack Track. That's another thing we'll talk about too. Version of the Attack Track in our Origins collection. I'm not saying Origins only, because I think by now Masterverse, I think, is not doing vehicles or playsets for us, for the Masterverse line. It'd be great, but you think by now they would have given us something. All right, but I'm not saying it's never, and it might not happen, but realistically, I think it's more in line of the Origins line and not Masterverse, as you can see right here. All right, now let's talk about the Attack Track here. Beautifully done here. It looks absolutely amazing here. This creator right here, right there, has done a beautiful job creating this version of the Attack Track right here, somewhat here. Now, hopefully, as you know, the original Attack Track from the 80s, which I'll show you right here, thanks to Pixel Dan and Dark Horse Comics, was motorized. It was battery powered, and you could turn it on, of course, it moved on its own, right? And as you can see here, but I like it. I love it. I love it. So I hopefully, if we do get the Attack Track, whatever it's going to be, the filmation style version, what we're seeing here, or the 81 original variants of the Attack Track, I do hope they find a way to make it motorized right here. All right. Speaking of the original Attack Track, here it is right here, right there. There's the original Attack Track right there, the Battle Machine that came out in 1983. A much different take of the filmation variant we saw on the cartoon collection or the filmation show. As you can see, it's kind of somewhat of the same style of the wheels or the attack base monogram system right here, and it is motorized right there. So hopefully, like I said, to get it, if I had picked, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that in a minute. If whether which one I would prefer in the Origins line. This version right here, what we're seeing here, or the more filmation cartoon collection. All right. But there's the original version right there. Either way, this is a must, and it's still it's weird to me, and kind of scratching my head on why we have not received the Attack Track yet, and part of the Origins line. All right. Let me back up here, guys. All right. You see some style here. You got some figures here on top right there. Looks really, really good. All right. Go ahead and look over here. This is a concept right here. Just someone's passion and love that creating their own version of the Attack Track, and something like me, I do hope to see in the Origins line in this style form. Like I said, you know what? I'm going to say it. If I had to pick between this version of the Attack Track and the one we just saw, thanks to Pixel Dan, and the more 80 variants, definitely, I would pick this version over the other version, which is still a iconic vehicle for us collecting. And I would get that one too. If I had to pick between the two, I would pick this one first. But the other variant, the red variant we just saw, is absolutely a must. And for some reason, it kind of baffles me why we have not gotten a Attack Track type vehicle in the Origins line. All right, but he looks great right there. They've done an amazing job capturing the look and feel. I mean, to me, I think this is a must. You know, if you think about it, the last vehicle we received in our Origins collection was the Collector, which is part of the Filmation cartoon, and actually the last vintage vehicle we got in Origins, I believe, was the Talon Fighter, I believe, and the Point Dread. So it's been some time. It's been a minute since we have gotten a proper vehicle, a vintage vehicle in the line Origins, and this is a no-brainer. I think this is a perfect opportunity to get this iconic vehicle that you can store many figures in. That you can pop the hill right here, and also this thing also includes a mini Attack Track here, which is pretty cool too. And there's also a story about that. Once again, thanks to Toy Habits, if you want to read that, there is a side story about that, some sort of smaller vehicle that is included with this that the creator has made, which is absolutely beautiful. All right, hopefully, you know, the Filmation style Attack Track, hopefully, if and when we do get it, just a possibility, guys. All right, this is a hopeful, you know, wish right here that I do hope we will get a Attack. I'm going to put that out there. All right, this has not been confirmed. This is just a concept of someone's love and passion for this amazing, you know, brand, creating this beautiful, beautiful, you know, vehicle here. So it's not been confirmed, even though the Mattel, like I said years ago, did put this out there as a possible candidate for a vehicle for us Origins collectors. All right. So hopefully this is going to happen. All right. Now, if it does happen, I like the style here. I like the guns right here. Hopefully they'll have a nice like glass right here in front of the part of the Attack Track right here. Hopefully it's motorized as well. Can seat multiple figures, maybe four, two up top and two in the back right there, you know. So hopefully that will happen. Okay, let's go down here, guys. Let's see. Oops. Hang on, guys. So look at this. Look how cool this is. This, you know, this creator, this passionate, you know, customizer, you know, look at this. Looks really cool. That is so cool. I've done an amazing job capturing the look of the iconic Filmation version of the Attack Track. A must, in my opinion, to add to the collection for the cartoon collection. Please make it happen, Mattel. All right, let's go ahead and scroll down some more here, guys. All right, we got it here. So here's a much better shot right there of the Attack Track and the way they created it right here. A very simple design, but it works. It was very effective, very bright, very beautiful, capturing the beautiful detail of the Attack Track right out of the Filmation cartoon. You got the laser turrets right here. You got the two seats right there. And also, this is one of those vehicles that I said multiple times in my Turtles of Grayskull review that this would be a perfect candidate for a type of Attack Track, type of turtle van style, having the turtle van mash up with the Attack Track in this type of style here. I think that would have been an amazing crossover vehicle for that line, but unfortunately it did not happen, and I feel like a total misstep, because I think those two brands would have made a beautiful Attack Track type turtle van, you know, in that universe, crossover universe, but that did not happen. So hopefully we'll still get a amazing Attack Track, and as you can see right here, there's that side little piece, newsworthy thing, if you want to read that, of a smaller variant of the Attack Track that's included in this person's back of this vehicle here, of his customized beautiful Attack Track vehicle here. Now, personally, I don't remember on the cartoon that the Attack Track from the Filmation cartoon had a smaller vehicle included with that. I don't remember any episodes about that. It could be, I could be just wrong. I don't know. But we'll talk about that here in a minute, because there's images of that, I believe, smaller vehicle included with this vehicle here. All right. So once again, guys, let me know in the comments below your overall thoughts and feelings about this. All right, do you think that at some point we will get a Attack Track style vehicle in the Origin line? And which one do you prefer? Do you prefer this version right here, what we're seeing on screen, the more filmation version, or are you more of the old school version from the 83 line here? Both are amazing. I would love them both. I would love to get them both, you know, right, honestly. But if I had to pick between the two of them here, I would definitely go with this one here. All right, let's see if we're getting more information here, more info here. All right, of course, there's the side right there. Of course, there's the back right there where you can probably sit some figures right there on the side right there. Beautifully done. Wow, so cool. Hopefully the laser turret can be moved around and spun around. I think that'd be kind of cool to get right there. Have some stickers right there of some controls and some, you know, little buttons and like light up stuff like that. I think that'd be kind of neat. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully it's more motorized. I hope that's the case. I hope it will be able to move on its own, add some batteries to it, or maybe you could charge it up. I mean, that'd be kind of a stretch. I get it. It's probably going to be a major stretch. You can like put it in have a USB port or something like that, and a rechargeable battery, and you can just charge it up and then plug it in, and you have hours of fun with this amazing vehicle here. That's kind of a stretch, you know, but hey, I would love to see it. I would love to see that. All right, go ahead and go down some more here, guys. And now this is the mini version right here, the mini Attack Track right here, and it's got more of a sky sled vibe to it in a way. As you can see, the right here, I'm getting a lot of that sky sled configuration right here in this design here. We can find some images right here, I hope, guys. Hang on. Okay, so there is a shot right there of Man-at-Arms using a mini Attack Track coming out of the main Attack Track right here. And as you can see, it's the images right there from the Filmation cartoon right there. That you can see right there that a couple episodes they've shown a mini version of the Attack Track coming out, and that'd be so perfect. That'd be so cool if we actually got an Attack Track with a mini Attack Track included with that for one single figure. I think that'd be really cool right there. Let me know about this. You think this is gonna be kind of a really cool thing? Here's a nice shot inside of this beautiful customization right here. It's plain, but it works. And once this thing is done, I'm sure this creator will put out some beautiful stickers, and you know, have some figures inside right there. Maybe some figures that have been captured. Got Beastman and Evil Lyn in chains or something like that. I think that'd be great. All right. There's a nice more shot right there. And it looks like this creator of this wonderful Attack Track has done an amazing job and allowing you to push back the seat for some like taller variants of the line of the figures here. But I'm not seeing anything yet on that mini thing yet here, guys. Hang on. You can see right there. And look, they did like a little 2-second video here, which you can read. I'm not going to play it, but if you wish to, check it out, guys, right here. Once again, thank you, Toy Habits. This is their news breaking and the source right here. So please check them out, guys. All right. Look at this. You got all the bad guys. You got Cobra Khan trying to like get inside, like all the bad guys like sitting on and trying to get inside the Attack Track, which is very cool. You got He-Man and Man-at-Arms right there. I'm not seeing. Look at that. Nice shots right there. You got Scorpina right there. Wow. I think this is more of wow, that's a good version of Scorpina there. Wow. From the Prince of Power cartoon. You got Adora right there. This person has done an amazing job. They've done a great job with this beautiful display here. And it gives me hope. It does give me hope that we will get this amazing vehicle in the line. Hopefully sooner than later. All right, go back more here, guys. Anything else? Now we got more images right there of the original Attack Track design concept art, and you can see this mini Attack Track here. All right, and let's see, they got the mirror, you got the window here, which I do hope that pops. Like, I mean, please, Mattel, make this happen, please. You have already done it, but look at the styles right there. Oops, sorry, guys. Look at the different But like I was saying before, I had to look at the different styles and takes of both variants of the Attack Track here. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer this version or do you prefer this version? Both are amazing, and I would love to get them both. All right, if we couldn't get this one, please, we need to get this one too. All right, so it doesn't matter. But if I, oops. All right, sorry about that, guys. But either way, both are these beautiful, iconic vehicles right here that I definitely want to hopefully add to the collection, guys. But let me know once again, which one do you prefer? Which one do you want the most? The Filmation version or the vintage '81 variant? All right. I just hope they're they're like motorized. They're beautifully detailed. Please, please, please make it happen, Mattel. All right. Anything else? There's the original Attak Trak. Look at that. Great shot right there. There's the original Attak Trak. Look at that. So cool. All right. But there you go, guys. Just a little talk right there about the Attak Trak right here. I think that's about it. All right. Once again, if you want to read about more of the smaller Trak right there from the Origins line, cartoon line, we might do that as in a future video here, guys. So I do hope you join me for that. All right. I'd like to take time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I'm talking about all things the Attak Trak. All right. Iconic vehicle that hopefully we will get soon, very soon. And like I've said, I'm scratching my head on why we have not received or gotten this iconic vehicle in the line of the Origins line, and so many others. I mean, there's so many great versions of vehicles in the Master Universe that we still have not received yet. I know they're more focusing on the cartoon collection, but there are still some great vehicles out there that we still need in our collection, and hopefully at some point we will get more of these iconic vehicles sooner, very soon in the future. All right, so thank you for joining me today, guys. Let me know your overall thoughts about this. All right. Of course, don't forget to hit that notification bell, upload new videos. And tomorrow, guys, I'm going to do it. I'm going to pull the trigger, something I don't really do, because I'm going to unbox that Cyborg Superman, all right? I was a massive, massive fan of the death and return of Superman back in the 90s. And The Reign of the Superman was one of my favorite comic books to read. And getting the Cyborg Superman, and I also pre-ordered that Eradicator Superman figure from Big Bad Toy Store. So this is going to be like one of those one-offs, all right? Little unboxes. So I do hope you join me for this, all right? Please, please, please. Because I know this channel is more Master Universe based and Thundercats, because we do smaller things. It's mostly Master Universe, as you know. But as you know also that we do smaller toy lines like Thundercats, but now massive W Superstars. So I do hope you join me for this unboxing of Cyborg Superman. All right. So thank you for that. All right. So I hope you guys have a great Monday, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Take care and have a good one, everybody.